Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got a Galaxy DX-2517 base station. I'm going to apologize up front. The guys are up on the roof and well, they're redoing my roof, so you're going to hear some hammering in the background, so I apologize for that up front. So first off, we've got it's really clean. I got a lot of reflection in that lens, but here you have your typical Galaxy 2517. Now, for those of you who don't like MOSFET, you know that these are being made with MOSFET. This is a version that's got the pair of 2SC1969 Toshiba finals. Very clean, almost mint, I would say. No issues with any of the knobs or any of the writing. Everything's nice and bright, as you can see. All the switches and everything work properly. There hasn't been any lighting modifications like you've seen in some of my other radios. It's using the standard incandescent bulbs behind the meters, and obviously the digits and the frequency counters are and the channel display are still stock, so I haven't changed those out to blue or anything like that. As far as condition goes, the face is about as perfect as you can get without pulling one out of a box. They did unfortunately put the mic clip on it, but obviously that can be unscrewed. Looks pretty good there. Got one little abrasion right there. The back's really clean. I'm going to drop that down a bit. So, AC power cord. Got your pass-through transistor for your power supply here, which has been replaced. I did upgrade the power supply a little bit, so this is an upgraded pass-through transistor in here. You got your fuse holder. All the rubber plugs for the jacks are still intact. They're not cracked or any nonsense like that. So you got your CW key there, external speaker, PA, your antenna jack. We have a record RCA jack for if you're into video gating or water gating. Perfect. You've got line out audio source, and then we have an RCA output for a frequency, an external frequency counter if you want to do that. This will be the right side of the case. No issues there. Hardware's all in real good shape. It's not been, you know, somebody who's got too small or too large of a screwdriver fraying out the edges. They look good. The handles are in real good shape. The last radio I repainted the handles because they had been chipped up, but these are really in good shape. So what's wrong with it? Well, like most of these radios, the top's got a couple little scratches. So you got one right here, another one right there, and that's it as far as going through the paint. You've got a surface abrasion here. Looks like somebody slid a beer can or something across the top of it. But otherwise, that's it. Real good shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the covers off, take the side handles off, and let you guys see. This is a 2SC1969 dual final radio. Good for about 35 watts or so. I have not done any kind of significant tune-up to it. I've taken the AMC up, so the audio is quite a bit louder now, which will give you the more swing. But as far as adjusting the power or anything, the only thing that's been done is per manufacturer spec, adjusted the dead key on the variable low output power to where it needs to be, and the high output power where it needs to be as well. This radio does have a Roger beep. It's got the echo with the time and the duration. It's also got built-in talkback, which is nice as compared to the Galaxy Saturn Turbos. They don't have it, so if you're going to be playing around with the echo, it's nice to be able to hear it. So let me get the cover off. I'll see if I can't get this camera to focus in on those finals and what we've done on the inside as far as the power supply upgrades. So I'll be right back. Okay, so something I've been doing a lot lately with my mobile videos, I'm going to start doing that with the base radios too, is showing you the voltage, because I think it's a lot more honest than just seeing what some radio does, peaked and tweaked, and you'd have no idea what the voltage is. A lot of you guys know you can overvolt a radio just like you can an amplifier. So what I've done is I set a couple of test clips up on the output of the power supply board, and showing you we were at 13.8 volts on the old trusty Radio Shack multimeter. So that's where it's been adjusted. Remember, a 5 amp fuse on the back. The inside of the power supply board is also fused. That is a 7 amp. So for those of you who ever wondered how big the power supply is in here, they're no bigger than 7 amp, because at 7 amp you're going to pop it. So that's per manufacturer spec. So we'll go ahead and pull this off the voltage meter. Get that out of the way. Alright, so I told you I upgraded the power supply. So if you look right down in there, you have a really large transistor right there at the tip of my screwdriver. That is an NTE 293 transistor, and it replaces the factory. And then on the back, I replaced the 3771 with an NTE 181. That's our pass-through transistor on the back, and I've taken this cover off so you can see that. It only comes with one, but I wanted to stiffen up the power supply a bit, so we went with the little bit upgraded parts for the power supply, because I don't know if you all have seen these radios in the past or know somebody who's had one. Typically, if they have a problem, it's usually going to be in the power supply. So you upgrade those two parts and everything's happy at that point. So pretty standard layout. Power switch, got both the back lights of your meters, back side of your circuit board for the channel LED and the frequency counter LED. In here we have the noise blinker circuit board. The echo board is taped and screwed to the side of the chassis inside. Now here's the tough part, because this little camera does not like to focus close. So let me see if I can zoom in on those finals, and maybe at 720p you guys can read that. Anyway, so we've got a Mitsubishi 2166 driver and a pair of 2SC1969 finals. So for those of you guys who don't like the MOSFETs, this is the radio for you. And we all know what those 1969s can do. So like I said, I haven't gone through and given this some crazy tune-up. It's just had the audio pot turned up, and that's really it. Adjusted the carrier per spec for low end and high end on the dead key. So we're running at 13.8 volts. We've got a little bit beefed up power supply with the pass-through and the voltage regulator, and that's about it. Real clean radio. So I'm going to put the cover back on. We're going to stick it on a bird meter, and I'll show you that in a second here. So we've got the lights on. It's got a nice dimmer control too. I'm channel 20 right now, AM, and that dimmer really dims stuff. Except for that little decimal point. It looks like that one stays glowing a little bit. So as these come back up, there you go. Get my reflection out of that mirror. Turn the dimmer down, back up. Alright, good deal. Transmit receive LED still the same, red and green. And pretty much all stock. Real clean radio. Gotta make room for other stuff, you know how it goes. So the lens is real good, as you can see by the reflection. Meters are real nice. It has had a receive alignment, so S9's been set, receive's been tweaked, so that's in real good shape too. Nothing's rubbed off, no scratches on the face. All the labeling's real nice and clear, white. Knobs are in real good shape. Alright, so let me get it put back together. We'll put it up on the bird with a little dummy load, and we'll see what we get out of this guy. Alright, we're back. Got the cover back on and the handles are back on. Guess we should probably show that all of our LEDs work. So we got our green receive light right there. Goes right when you key it. Frequency counter, channel LEDs, all good. She's on frequency. There's your fine and coarse clarifier. They are both straight up. And we're at 27205, channel 20. PA, FM, AM, upper sideband, lower sideband, and CW. So all of those LEDs work across the bottom of the free counter. Alright, so we've got this currently connected piece of coax to our bird, and then from the bird to a little 100-watt dummy load. Get this chair out of the way. Alright. So we got a 50-watt slug in there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it looks like you can. Oh, it's a 50H, 2 through 30 megahertz. We will be on the Bird 43 using the second scale. So we're 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 watt. Okay. And we are in RMS mode. I'm going to be using this Cobra coffin stock mic, coffin style shape. You know, everybody's seen one of those before. RMS mode. Let's take the RF power, bring that down, and I'm going to turn the mic all the way off so you can see the dead keys. Okay. So hopefully y'all can read that. Looks like we've got a little shadow going on. Yeah, I think that actually will work. Alright, power all the way down, 50 watt scale. A couple watts, about a watt. I'm going to slowly work that knob, and we will go up to a 10 watt dead key. Okay? So, manufacturer spec 10 watt dead key is the highest you want to go on it. And then back down again. Alright, so we're going to go into peak power. Turn that mic gain back up. Mic gain's wide open. And here's with the low carrier. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. 35 watts peak with the carrier all the way down. Alright, let's bring that up. 10 watt dead key. Hello, radio. Test 1, test 2. About 33 watts or so. Okay, so that's no crazy tune-up or anything like that. Doing everything it should. We'll step away from the bird for just a second here, and we'll get into the functions. So the SWR, calibrate, the noise blanker, automatic noise limiter, that's off, on. Roger beep. Let's do that. Let's kick some talk back on. Hello, radio check. Test 1. No Roger beep. With Roger beep. Nice high Galaxy standard Roger beep. The 10kc jump switch. 27205. 27215. Let's play with the echo. So right here, robot voice, to full, echo, 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 and then you can limit the echo. Hello, radio, hello, radio, 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 radio check, radio check. Okay. So we know that works good, right? So variable talkback right down here. So the outer knob is your dimmer, and inner knob is your talkback. Really loud talkback. Get feedback even on a stock mic. So you can run it pretty low, and you know, whatever you're gonna run, and it kicks off just like that, all gone. And that's about it. I don't think there's anything else really I need to cover on it. Solid radio, upgraded and stiffened power supply internally, doing about 35 watts peak AM. Variable output power from here, from about a watt all the way up to 10 watt dead key and everywhere in between. And then all mode, FM, AM, upper, lower, and it's even got CW. So Band selector, well, if you guys want to see where this thing goes. Let's go to 21. Channel 1. Okay, so there we go. 25615 is the bottom. 28305 with the 10kc jump switch. 28315. So that'll let you hit all the A channels wherever you want to go.